Hello there, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Grommet Live. If you were on last night, you know that I promised you that I would be back here with my fabulous co-host, Greg Rollett. And I know you're not seeing him here. However, he is coming. I just got a text from him that he is about 15 minutes behind because he's had a crazy, crazy day. In fact, maybe some of you were on his webinar earlier, which was amazing. If you didn't see it, and you are an entrepreneur or someone that has any kind of an e-com product-based business, this is definitely a webinar that you want to see. And I won't be able to get the link to it right now, but after the show, I will come back here and put it in the chat if anybody wants it, because it was really, really worth seeing. He did a phenomenal job, but then he went straight to go coach his boys baseball. I think it was baseball. So he's on his way back and he will be coming on any minute. And I see we already have a rip roaring chat going, and you know I love that. I see Candy. Oh, she was on the webinar. Wasn't it great, Candy? I thought it was so, so good. And let's see, I know we have a maker in the house that I'm seeing right there. Oh, I love luggage. So wonderful. Ultimate. Yes, it is wonderful. I am so excited about that one. I cannot even tell you. I actually just got off the freeway. I drove in from Palm Desert and I was sitting in so much traffic. I was worried I wasn't going to get here in time. Let's see, my friends and mom are here. I love hearing that. That's awesome. Hi, Sherry. Would love a link to the webinar. I will definitely, in fact, Candy, if you still have the link and you can put it in the chat, that would be amazing. And I just want to get my stuff in order really quickly here. Oh gosh. Okay, I'll get there in a second. But hi, everybody. I'm so glad that so many of you are already here. As I said, the chat is already rocking and rolling. So I know I have several people that are coming back for at least the second time, but I have a feeling many of you have been here many times. And if that is true, then you already know all about live shopping. But some of you I know might be here for the first time. And if you know me at all, you know what a fan I am of live shopping and the fact that I could get to combine that with a company that I just am so passionate about supporting, the Grommet. I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be able to host this and to be able to highlight so many of these maker and inventor products and get them out in front of more people. It's such a gift. And I love days like today when I get to host and I get to learn about all these products that I'm about to show you and the makers behind them. I mean, every day I'm learning something new, and these products are incredible. A couple of them today are super, super innovative, like crazy innovative. So I'm super excited to show you those. And we had a show last night called Fall Favorites. If anybody was able to join us for that, that was really, really fun. I had a beanie on all night because one of my fall favorites is this beanie that is on the Grommet right now. It's such a great beanie. So I just had to highlight that in case you saw it on social media and you were like, why is she wearing a hat? That is why. And I featured a product last night that it's sort of a long story, but it was the last product that I featured. And unfortunately, I didn't have the product with me. And this has to do with a dog faux pas that caused this to happen. But I wasn't able to show it live last night on air. So I also know last night was the debate, and many of you were watching the debate. And so probably weren't able to watch both of them at the same time. So if that was you, then you didn't even get to see the product. And so you'll be seeing it for the first time. But if you were here last night, you're going to see it again. But I love it so much. And I've actually featured it before. So I was so thrilled to have it on again. And then now I get to do it again tonight. And it's kind of perfect timing because Greg isn't here yet. And so I'm kind of doing a redo from last night. So I'm going to start with that one. But we have some super exciting news tonight. And I'm so glad so many of you are here, because some of you may or may not know that we recently started something with the product of the week winner on Grommet. So what that means, if you're not familiar, is every week we launch about 15 to 20 new products. And every week at the end of 7 days, somebody is crowned the product of the week. And the way you become product of the week is by getting upvotes. So tonight, as I'm showing you products, you will see there's going to be a QR code associated with that product. If you like the product, it doesn't even mean you're buying it. You're just saying, I like it. go ahead and grab the QR code because that's giving them an upvote. And so that is, all of these products that I'm showing you tonight, they're all vying to be product of the week. So those upvotes are super, super important. So please, please do that. And then that also gets you a 20% discount. And so that means if you want to buy it or when you want to buy it down the road, you'll always have that in your Grommet file and you can access it anytime. So it's such a win-win on every level. And it means so much to the makers that that you do, give them upvotes. So as you can imagine, if you invented a product and you put it out there and you're wondering if anyone likes it, it's a scary feeling. I can tell you firsthand, it is a very scary feeling. So those upvotes mean the world. The other thing that means the world is that chat. And I already love that it's doing so well tonight and so much, everyone's so active in it, because what happens is when our chat is active, the different platforms that we are streaming on, and we're streaming on a lot of them tonight, several different pages on YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So wherever you're tuning in from, the different social media channels pay attention to that chat. And when they see it's active, they think, oh, something cool is going on Grommet Live. So we're going to push it out to more and more people. So that helps these makers and inventors get their product in front of more and more people that otherwise may have not seen it. So it's kind of an exciting thing. So keep that chat going, definitely. The other great thing I want to tell you is we are going to do 2 giveaways tonight, as we always do. So we're going to be giving away 2 of the products that I'm presenting, that Greg and I are presenting to you tonight. And to enter to win, there is the QR code right there. Super simple, no purchase necessary. I hate to say it, but you don't even have to be present to win. But because you are present, we give you a little extra bonus. All you have to do is say one word in the chat. If you say the word giveaway inside the chat, you have a second chance at winning one of the 2 products that we're giving away tonight. We're going to do one of the giveaways about halfway through. So say 3 products in. And then the second giveaway will be at the end. So you want to stay tuned for that. Sherry's already chiming in and doubling her chances, as is, oh gosh, how do I pronounce? Oh my gosh, I heard how to pronounce your name. I'm going to find it because it's such a beautiful name and I don't want to get it wrong. And I even wrote it down with pronunciation so I didn't mess it up. But of course, now I can't find it. Anyway, I will find it. Ianthe. Is that right? Did I pronounce that right? Ianthe Moro. So beautiful, beautiful name, but she just doubled her chances as well. Yep, there it is, Ianthe. So thank you for being here. Ianthe is one of our makers tonight, so we will be featuring her product, which is wonderful. And then at the very end, you guys, this is the surprise, the product of the week, the winner. This was 2 weeks ago, and so we're now having of the week is Tucker's Gold CBD oil. And if you are not familiar with Tucker, you definitely want, well, whether you're familiar or not, you want to stay to the end to learn all about this company. Tucker, I was just on TikTok last night checking him out because I hear nonstop things. I watch his videos. This is a dog, Tucker. Watch the videos and I am crying, laughing so hard. They are hysterical. They have done killing it in social media. This dog on TikTok has 12 million followers, a dog, and it's Tucker Budson. So if you want to look him up, it's pretty incredible. So we are having Tucker's Gold CBD oil, King K9. The folks from King K9 are going to be on with us, and we're going to hear all about that. So that's going to be a ton of fun. Whew, that's a lot of housekeeping. So Sherry says, I love Tucker. I remember Sherry saying that she watches a lot of the videos. Aren't they just so funny? And I keep seeing new ones that I haven't seen, so I have so much fun. Okay, so for the first product tonight, again, this was one I featured last night, but I'm so happy to be able to feature it again. And not only do I have one of these items with me to show you up close and personal, I have several of them. And the reason why that's important to me is because they're so beautiful. And yes, it is a puzzle, but it is so much more than a puzzle. This is by a company called Wine and Water. This puzzle is truly, I say this puzzle, there's lots of them, but truly a work of art. And I love the story behind it because it's 2 friends. One of them is a wine sommelier, so, all about wine. And the other friend is all about puzzles and maps. And so they together said, what kind of business can we create together? Let's bring our 2 passions together and create something, build a business together. And so that they did. It is wine and water, and it is these gorgeous, gorgeous puzzles that are all based around mostly wine, but also spirits. And that's why I wanted to show you this one. Actually, this is Ireland. So it takes a region. And gosh, they've done so many different regions, everything from California to Italy to France, South Africa, Scotland, Ireland, um, Australia. It just goes on and on and on. France, I think I said Champagne, which I'm going to show you in a second. But they take that region and then they painstakingly research it to find all of just the most interesting facts about it. The different, if it happens to be about wine, which this California one is about wine, they are bringing all of you're learning all about the grape varietals. So they do all the research on that and they include that in here. So when you're doing this puzzle, you are learning so much about, we'll say wine in the case of this one. So not only grape varietals, but also flavor profiles, also food pairings, different kind of wine glasses, like what size wine glass goes with what kind of grape, things like that. It is just fascinating. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So here is champagne, which I am a big champagne fan. So I'm going to go up close so you can see the detail, because they actually have professional illustrators, as you can imagine, doing these and doing them all by hand. So they're just beautiful, and everything has meaning to it in the entire puzzle. And the puzzle pieces themselves, it's hard, I think, to see through the camera, but I'm going to try. They are so high end. I've never seen anything quite like it. They're like a velvety finish almost, not your typical puzzle or puzzle piece. And so when it's all put together, it's just stunning. But if you're wondering what it's going to look like when it gets put together, they even include a big poster. So you can put that poster up on the wall while you're building it, and you're all, looking at that. You're learning about wines. Hopefully you're sipping wines while you're doing that. So just such an experience. And then on the back of every lid is an education. And so in the case of this champagne one, it's the sweetness levels of champagne. And so it talks about brut, and then demi-sec, and oh gosh, I can't even pronounce them all. But so you're learning that. And then down below here, it's know your champagne bottles. And so it teaches you all about the different bottles down here. I think this is so fascinating. And if you have someone in your life that is a wine connoisseur, just really loves wine, or maybe they're getting ready to go. In fact, our producer, Jen, gifted the Italy one to her parents because they love Italian wine. They were getting ready to travel to Italy. So what a perfect gift to give them so that they can learn about all the different places they're going and all the different wines that they're going to be tasting. So it's just so, so special. I'm trying to think the other thing, again, so I know I mentioned that it comes with the big poster. So that would be like what you're seeing here. How great is that? And they're all so, so beautiful. And then it also comes with a stand for the lid so that you can stand it up and everybody can see it while you're doing the puzzle. And then this lid also doubles as a coaster. So, again, they've thought of everything. You have had so much fun and continue to have so much fun developing every single one of these puzzles. And again, truly, truly a work of art, and so much interesting facts, and just it's sort of almost like each puzzle is this journey that you go on together. So I think it's so wonderful. I know I showed you Ireland, I showed you Champagne. I think, did I show you California? I don't know if I did. So we'll show that. It's got the stove. How beautiful are those colors? Just stunning. So, so pretty. So job well done. And I just feel like I had it on last night for fall favorites, because this time of year for me, and as we head into the holidays, I love doing puzzles with my family. I think puzzles, there's just something about everybody sitting around having coffee together, or in this case, having wine together. And it just brings people together and gets conversations going in such a fun way. And I love that it's something that all ages can do and enjoy. And so my kids always know that this time of year, mom's getting the puzzles out. So this year is no different. There will be lots of puzzles at our house, and there will also be lots of games. There was a really fun game on last night too called Rolls to Riches. You guys should check that out. Really, really fun. And with that, I saw the chat going crazy again. And so I know I missed a few. Perfect for family time. That was Tamala. Nice to see you. Antonia says giveaway, doubling her chances. Let's see what else. Perfect for family time. That's so wonderful, very thoughtful. Ultimate, soon to be your all-time favorite travel mate for all your trips. Like us, please. I love that you're giving yourself a plug in there. Absolutely, you should do that, and every other maker as well. And feel free to, put any information about your products in there. That's what this show is all about. And so we love having you makers in here. You guys, you get to ask them questions about their products, about their journey, anything and everything. And we will try to get to all of them for sure. Michelle's saying, I would love to sell those in my boutique for the holidays. Fantastic, Michelle. And so I would say you could actually reach out to, because I don't know if the makers are in the chat tonight. And if they're not, you can reach out to me via DM or on my website and give me your information and I'll get you guys in touch. That would be amazing. Love that. She says the best conversations happen over a puzzle, don't they? So true. Let's see. Yante says, thank you for adding the link to buy on Grommet. Of course, we've got to do that. We've got a promo. So tonight is about shopping and supporting makers, but it's also about, Greg and I kind of look at the show as like infotainment, because we do try to always teach some, we learn so much about the products in this process. And so we always hope that you guys come away a little bit more educated on whatever topic the product has to do with. So anyway, we are going to move on to the next product, which I am missing my little, okay, where are we? Oh gosh. Oh, this is such a fun one. I want Greg here for this, but I'm going to go ahead and get started because I think this is so cool. When I talked about one of the products or several of the products actually being super, super innovative, this one caught my eye the second it launched. I had to know more about this. This is called the Jogo. Has anybody tried the Jogo? I'm so curious. The Jogo is basically a new and different way to make and drink your coffee. Theoretically, the Jogo is going to get rid of coffee makers that we all have and those expensive Keurigs with the pods that are just, I have to believe they're not great for the environment. This is so clever, but this was created by, actually, I think it started with one gentleman, but he was, I think, taking a year off before going to college and he was traveling and he discovered, let's see where he was. I'm trying to remember. He went from Minnesota to the southern tip of South Africa. And while he was in Argentina, a family gave him something called a bombilla, I think is how you pronounce it. And what it is it's a straw that has holes in the end. And the purpose of it is to drink certain teas and not have the leaves, it sort of strains the leaves out of the tea. And as time went on, and he hooked up with a buddy, and he just had an aha moment about thinking about coffee and how difficult it is. You takes all this big equipment and why is it so difficult? And then he had that light bulb moment about, wait a minute, what if we could take that straw and so that is exactly what he did. And so I'm going to show it to you here. First of all, I love that this is another one that's thought of everything. Love that it has this little pouch because I do think this is an absolutely brilliant product for traveling, for anyone that is, outdoor adventure, camping, boating, anything like that. It's brilliant, but not just that. I mean, it's anyone that's sort of on the go or at home. Why I liked it, this isn't necessarily what attracted me to it in the beginning, but when I read and found out about it, I'll explain my favorite feature of it. And that is that it actually has flavor of French press coffee. Does anyone love French press coffee? Excuse me, as much as I do. It's the best. There's no better coffee, in my opinion, than French press. And this little guy, this straw right here, makes a French press style coffee. And I know it's hard to imagine how that could be. Greg, if you are, I know he's getting ready to get on. If you're hearing me, I'm hoping you have hot water because I couldn't get any. I have cold water, but I have everything else to do the demo to make it in front of everybody. But if you have hot water, that would be amazing. But I'm going to go through and tell you exactly how it works. So what's so cool is the simplicity of this. So this is just really 3 parts. This is a a stainless steel straw, so really kind of nice quality, very nice quality. I love the sleek design of it. It has a silicone tip that this is where you're going to drink from. It actually comes with a little Ziploc that's got several different colors. So there's a peach, or I mean, I'm sorry, like a blush, and then you've got a turquoise and a green and a black. So, so cool. And then the magic is really right here in this little mesh strainer. So it's a removable micro mesh filter. And so what it does is it filters out all of the coffee grounds when you make this French press style coffee. And so to make it, I'm just going to show you without hot water, but just to give you the idea. Um, so what all you need to do is pour your hot water into, I'm using clear just so you can see it, but you're going to pour the hot water into your cup, and then you're going to put coffee grounds in. And so I think it's about a tablespoon for a cup of coffee that they recommend. And so I heard him come on. I'm sure he'll be here in just a second. Where's my spoon? I have a spoon here. Oh, here it is. So you put the coffee in there. And once the coffee's in there, you're going to stir it around and you're going to let it sit for about 4 minutes. So I'm just putting it right in here. I don't know what happens with the cold water, but we're going to find out. So I'm just stirring it around, and it so basically brews for 4 minutes. And then after those 4 minutes, all you do is you take the straw, you put it in, and all of those coffee grounds that are in there, and of course, they're not disappearing very well in this one because it's cold water. But when you put it in there and you drink out of the straw, this micro mesh filter filters all of that out, and you are getting the most pure, great tasting coffee. If you read the reviews on this, people love it. At first, I'll be honest, at first it's a little odd, like the thought of drinking a coffee out of a straw. I'm not someone that does that. I know some people do with those little tiny straws. But so you kind of got to get over it in your head about what this is, a whole new world that you're trying, something so different. And so once you get that out of your head and you taste how good the coffee is, it's incredible. It is so, so smart. It works so well. And it's not just for coffee, because it can be for tea. It can be for cold brew. I have not done the cold brew yet, but I have tried it for coffee and I have tried it for tea. And it is just, this is easy to clean. It's dishwasher safe. It's so convenient for on the go. And I like that does come with all the different tips, because you can just kind of change them out as you want to, if you are on the go. Oh, I love that Kim chimed in about it prevents teeth staining too. That was one of the things that I really was attracted to about this product, because nobody likes coffee stains on their teeth. And when you drink it through a straw, and it's a very comfortable, the design of the straw is it is really comfortable. And I like that it's flat, because you don't get the pucker lips that give us those wrinkles that we always talk about. And so it's really a nice design, but you're bypassing your teeth. So you're not getting the coffee stains or the tea stains on your teeth. So that is just sort of an added bonus there for sure. But this is, again, it's the flavor of French press coffee, which again, if you have not tried French press, you've got to try French press coffee, because it's the best, and try it with this. I love that you can try it with this. The price point is so great, because I thought it was going to be really expensive, because it is especially when you hold it and touch it, and just kind of the engineering of it. I can imagine how much design time and prototypes and all that went into this. But it is under $25, $23. And again, what you're getting is this little mesh strainer that you see right there. And then there's your metal straw. And then you're getting a bunch of the tips, and you're getting this little pouch that comes with it. So you get kind of the whole shebang. And I just think it's so clever, and kind of such a fun gift for someone that is traveling, or that does like to travel, or that just loves coffee, maybe loves French press coffee, or stocking stuffer-ish as we head toward the holidays. Just, for me, anytime something is so new and different, and I can gift something to somebody that the whole story behind it, and they've never seen it before, and so it's going to be sort of this wow moment, I think that is so much fun. And you're seeing the different colors that are the silicone there. You guys have done such a great job on the Grommet site. I have to say, your photos are beautiful. And if you go to their clips page, which is where they have sort of the short videos, they have several of them. I watched them. So you guys have really hit it out of the park with this. So guys, if you think this is cool, you please give it an upvote. Please support them. Let them know you think it's cool. Because I mean, what a great, great invention. And it was invented by Joey Jones. And maybe that's why we call it the Joe Go. Well, sort of two reasons, Joe Coffee, but also Joey Jones. So is Joey here? Let me see. I don't know if he is in the chat or not, but congratulations on a phenomenal invention. I think it is so great. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. The silicone tip is, as I'm sure you have guessed, it is, food grade, BPA free. So, top-notch quality materials, all of that, all the way through. Josie's saying that's very neat. I would love to use it with loose leaf tea when I travel or camp. Exactly. Yep. Perfect for tea. Does anyone make cold brew? Because evidently people love it for cold brew. Let's see. Ayante J. Crane loves to give unique gifts. Just a thought in addition to your candles. Love it. And your coffee gets stronger the longer it steeps. Oh, that's interesting. Genius. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that, but that I do know that that's true with French press. So that makes a lot of sense. I think it is such a brilliant idea. And Iante's actually asking her mom, do you love that, Mom? You drink coffee from a straw anyway. Oh, see, some people do drink coffee from a straw. Yeah, I think it's super, super clever. And look who just dropped by. Hi, Greg.
What's up? Coffee with a straw.
Chat.
That's how my wife drinks coffee, with the straw, and and I get yelled at because we've only been together for 20 years, and I still don't bring coffee back with a straw, and I get yelled at all the time.
Does she like the little tiny straws or like a regular straw?
It's a regular straw.
Not a coffee straw.
So yeah, love this product. Just chiming in little stuff on the gift stuff as I was kind of listening off. Right now on Grommet, they also have really cool packages if you do want to get these as gifts. So there is a buy two, get an extra $5 off and free shipping. And that's on top of the 20% you get. So it's 20% and then an additional $5 off. And then if you buy three, you get an extra 10% off plus free. So they made it very, very giftable. We do have all the colors: forest green, pebble gray, rose quartz, agave blue. So yes, super giftable items.
I'm glad you brought the colors up because mine came with all of these, but maybe they just sent me that for the show. Does it only come?
They just sent, those were just for us so that way we could show the different colors, but you select the color that you want for the product.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. And they're really cool color. I mean, of course, I love this one, but lots of cool colors. Yeah. Love this. Have you tried it, Greg?
I had coffee with it this morning. I heard you were like, did you bring hot water? I'm like, I just left like a 400-degree warehouse where we were doing baseball practice. So I want nothing to do with hot water tonight. But yeah, I had a cup this morning. It was really cool. So I don't actually love drinking out of the straw later on, but after I let it brew, I let it sit. I sweetened it a little bit and then I just drank it like a normal cup of coffee without the straw. So yeah. So,
Got it. Okay.
But loved it. It was super cool product. Love these guys. And I think they're like second or third place this week. 232 upvotes already. So this product has been doing really, really well. So
and help them keep it going because tonight is, you guys, the last night. We find out tomorrow who wins product of the week. Is that right?
Midnight Eastern. So 2.5 hours. So tomorrow morning we'll have a product of the week winner. And these guys they're close, very close. Hit that QR code. You can help them out and get those upvotes. So yeah, love this one. Thank you guys so much for being a part of Grommet Live. And Marcy, you killed it. Amazing. Good job.
Thank you. I love that they have those bundles because I could see this is one of those things you get a bunch of them and then they're just so fun, easy gift to give to men, women, all ages, maybe not kids, but yeah, just an easy gift to have on hand.
Exactly. So love that. Well, so from a travel straw to a travel bag, these guys, they've been an incredible partner. I had so much fun helping them get ready for launch. They were so excited for Grommet Live. This is such a cool product. You live in the travel world. So I always love hearing what you think about these products because obviously you have a line. You're always at the travel shows. You're seeing the coolest stuff. I have mine in pieces behind me so I can show off pieces as we go, but this is cool, right? Ultimate luggage. It is 3 bags all in one, which is incredible. I I love this stuff. We've talked about this on past episodes. Like I nerd out on bags. I can't, especially like weekender bags, duffel bags, things like that. Like as a guy, like obviously we don't have purses or high heels, but for those of us that do weekend travel trips, I love this kind of stuff. And these guys hit it out of the park. But I want to hear what you have to say because again, you're in the travel world all day, every day. And so how did these guys do? Obviously, we're at not quite a premium price point, but this isn't an inexpensive item. But how did these guys do? How are they stacking up? And what can we tell everybody about Ultimate Luggage?
Well, and I think Rashmi is in the chat tonight. She actually was a big winner last night of one of the giveaways. So that was cool. And so I'm so happy, Rashmi, that you're back with us. And congratulations on creating such a phenomenal travel bag. And yes, Greg, you alluded to it's, kind of premium in terms of price. That's all relative, of course. But what I wanted to say about that is this is a 3-in-1. So anytime you have a bag that can do so many different things, and it's sort of a system, if you will. So it's so brilliant, so smart, because it is a duffel bag, it is a garment bag, and then it is a day pack. And so I wanted to do kind of an unboxing with you guys of this product, because first of all, just the quality, you just know right away. I mean, just this bag, I love how sort of simple, sleek, sophisticated the styling of it is. It's just really, really pretty. Love that it's unisex. I think it definitely appeals to everybody. And when I say it's 3-in-1, there's 3 separate pieces, and you can either use them all together. And I think Greg will probably be pulling up a video to show you exactly how that works. But you can also use different, and they all collapse down into this one little easy, small sort of space-saving design. So it's so clever. If you're someone like me who's kind of, not enough space to store things, this is brilliant. Luggage is one of the hardest things to store. So we are going to go ahead and open it up. And again, this is by a company called Ultimate. And let's see here. And Rashmi Hudson is the founder, creator. And here you are seeing the duffel bag. And I love, Rashmi, how you sized it. To me, it is like a perfect size to be sort of almost an everyday duffel also, because it, perfect for the gym, perfect for just even going to the office where you bring a bunch of stuff. And to have a bag like this that is so chic and sophisticated looking, sized just right, I love that. And so pockets in all the right places, really durable zippers. You can tell that everything about this is quality. And you're seeing the D-rings here. So it's got the strap that attaches. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Got a nice big opening on top, which I always like that when you can get inside and see it all. Duffel bags are tough, because duffel bags can be sort of the most disorganized, where you're kind of sifting through trying to find what you're looking for. But when it's got a big, nice opening like that, you can quickly see and get to whatever it is that you're looking for. So really, really smart. Nice zipper pockets inside, lots of elastic pockets, organization built into it, which I'm all about that when I design luggage. So I very much appreciate that. And then we're going to move on to the next piece. And that is the garment bag, which I don't know how many people travel with garment bags. I've been looking for a good one for a very long time, because I do a lot of camera work and shows and things like that. So many times I'll be getting off the airplane and going straight to something, and I have to fold everything into my bag, and then I pull it out and it's all wrinkled up. Well, her design is so smart that everything comes out wrinkle free. That's one of her main objectives with it. I know her son was can't remember if it was right when he went to college, but that was something he was struggling with, is his clothes always being wrinkled, and he couldn't figure out, how to solve that. And so she kind of went to work to fix it. And so this is, again, the day pack there. I just want to show it to you full or empty. And then here is this strap, by the way, so comfortable, so very, very top-notch quality. It's that adjustable strap. It is removable. I showed you the D-rings where those go. And then when we open this up, so nice, big, roomy garment bag. I love that it's got pockets for shoes or whatever you want to put in here. Nice zipper pocket up here. And then, of course, this is where you're going to put your hangers right in here. And so it's just very, very well thought out. I love that it's got the ring here for you to hang it on a hook or whatnot when you get to your destination. But what makes this so stinking brilliant is, I mean, everything again is so well done, but it, as I mentioned, it becomes a system. So, and Greg, if you have a video, that would be amazing to show that, because it's going to be hard for me to do here. But it all fits together. So zips up. Are you pulling that up? Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can make that bigger. It's so cool in the video. So it all fits together, and then so the garment bag zips up around the duffel, as you're seeing there. So you can have all of the things that you would normally pack in your carry-on, let's say, inside the duffel, and then you have your garment bag where everything can be, you know, nicely hung and wrinkle-free, and then that wraps around the duffel, secures, zips up, and it's one piece of luggage. And so it is, it's carry-on. So you can bring it on the airplane, you can put it above in the overhead compartment, and it gets, you know, again, does away with the wrinkling. And oh, there it is. That's a great video. So you're seeing how easy it is to do, and it is so lightweight. But again, I love that we're showing men and women with it, because it's perfect and it's sized for men's suits, and you know, so it really does well for either one of us. So whether we have our dresses and slacks and things that we don't want to have wrinkled, and men have their suits and their dress shirts and all of that. So brilliant, brilliant design, and so beautifully executed. It's amazing. It's amazing. And we've got lots going on in the chat. Great idea with the garment bag. Looks great. Hi, Kim. I love a good garment bag. We don't see enough garment bags these days. Am I right? I mean, very seldom do you see a garment bag. So the fact that she's incorporated all of this together so beautifully, I am such a fan of this. And I just think this is kind of the ultimate gift that you could give a traveler, because it just solves so many problems in one. And it's also such a luxe piece of, or I shouldn't say piece of, luxe travel bag. 3 travel bags really in one. And that design, how it all folds down into this guy, and it's just so compact. It's so smart. I mean, really, you just put it in a drawer, up on a shelf, or under the bed, and you are good to go. So well done. Now, question that I have is, I wasn't sure if it came, is it just the one color, Rashmi? I think it is. Let's see. I know we have a little bit of a delay, but so I did want to check that.
That's the only one that we have currently available on Grommet is the one, the black color. Okay. Which I think is great. And then they might have more on their own site, but currently at Grommet, we just have the one color. So there is that. Candy had a great question about water resistance. I don't know, Marcy, if you know the answer. I was looking on the FAQs real quick. I didn't see that. Yeah. It looks like they replied and said yes. So just want to double check on that. Sure feels like it is. It's got, yeah. You would think so. And then, yes, it only comes in the classic black design, but which is great. Like that's we saw in the video, whether male, female, whatever it is, it looks great. It's very classic. It feels great. Looks great. Yeah, love that. It is water repellent. Yeah. So. Okay. Yeah. And again, I mean, every detail is just quality. And you can, I could tell right away when I pulled this was one of the first things that I pulled out when I originally did. And just the strap. I mean, I love that all by itself. But just, you've done a beautiful job with attention to detail, but also just aesthetically, the design, I think, is so sleek and sophisticated and, really unisex and perfect for anybody. So that's hard to achieve. And you did it in spades. And huge Grommet discount. This is like one of those items that when we get these premium items, it retails for $300, and I'm sure that they would love for you to pay $300 for it, and it's worth all $300. But because you're shopping with Grommet, you get the 20% discount, makes it $240. They are another brand that's doing really well on launch week. 120 upvotes. They're one of, I think, 7 or 8 brands this week that's already over 100 upvotes. So people are loving this. And then also, yes, this is great. So we were talking about during launch. So It comes with a strap, but the first 50 orders also are going to get another bonus strap, which is super cool. It's a free luggage strap, so they're actually going to come with 2 of them in your order for the first 50 orders, which is awesome. And so, thank you guys for doing that and hooking Grommet shoppers up. So, huge discount, additional free luggage strap. What a cool product! Thank you guys so much for being a part of Grommet Live and doing this. And just, I'm a huge fan of you guys. I think this is going to be a great item for that Q4 travel. Like, you know, if you're going away for the, you know, the holidays or Thanksgiving, like this is great. And like you said, like what I love, and she even chimed in the comments and said, like, you know, if you're going to spend money on a bag, you might as well use it every day, right? So use it for the gym, use it for, you know, your everyday type situations, which is so cool. And they chimed in that the bonus strap is perfect when you carry your duffel separately from the garment bag, so it expands your packaging. So great tip.
One other thing I want to point out, I'm sure a lot of people have the question about how much can you fit in it. And I think my how I feel about it is this is like a weekend getaway kind of a bag, or so it's like a 2 to 3 day you could fit in it. And I don't know if that is accurate, but that's definitely how I think of the sizing of it, in case you're wondering that.
Yeah. Well, hit that QR code, Ultimate Luggage. Thank you guys so much for being part of Grommet Live, ending launch week with a bang. What a cool product. Thank you guys so much. Man, we are 45 minutes in and we still have 3 more to go. So we got to move this show on the road tonight. So, so it is the halfway point of the show. So at the halfway point, I'm sure Marcy talked all about this at the beginning of the show, but we do 2 really cool giveaways. Let me get that up. Jen and I are fighting to get that on the screen. So enter the giveaway 1 with this guy over here. Hit that QR code. It'll enter you. And as you guys already know, because I've seen the chat as I jumped on, if you jump into the chat and you say giveaway, or now you've seen 3 products, right? You've seen the jigsaw puzzles, you've seen the Jogo straw, and you just saw the ultimate luggage. Which of the 3 do you want to go home with? Blow up the chat. Let us know which one that you would love to get into your hands. And since I just jumped on board, I'm going to let you do the honors of giving away the first product. And then we've got 3 more to close out the show. And one of them, we do have the founders here. I'm so excited to talk to these guys. Big fan of all of their products. And we can talk about a product of the week, Tucker's Gold. So really excited to talk to these guys in just a little bit. But I'll let you take it away. Who's going home with the first product?
This was easy for me. Not that I don't love them all. I do love them all. But anytime there's something that's so innovative and new and different, and then I want people to try it. And so for me, this one, the Jogo, I just think is so cool and so clever. So I can't wait to find out what the winner thinks of it. And the winner of the Jogo is Antonio Kampkov. I'm not sure if you are in the chat, but Antonio, congratulations. You are going to be getting a Jogo, which is basically a French press straw for coffee, tea, or cold brew. Amazing travel item. And our producer, Jen, will be reaching out to you and we'll find out what color you would like. And it is, we've got these 3 and turquoise, I think are the ones. So anyway, congratulations.
Yeah, and she's here and she's listening. It's mom. It's mom. Mom won.
No way. Because she was asking.
Maker's mom won the giveaway. So how cool is that?
No way. That's amazing.
Love that. There's still plenty of time to enter. Still plenty of time. We're going to do 1 more giveaway. It'll be my favorite product after we go through the next couple. So amazing. This one, I am really excited for this one because we got to do some really fun stuff pre-launch, because she was actually one of, I don't know, like the original launch of Grommet back in 2008. She was a part of it at some level, right? She was like a beta tester when they were getting the original Grommet site live. Obviously came off Grommet when it went through some changes. And then finally we were able to get her back onto Grommet, and her social media posts are my favorite social media posts of like any brand as they're getting ready to launch. I've watched all of her videos and her posts, and she's like, I never do discounts. You guys can never buy me, but the Grommet wants my products back. And I'm like, absolutely. We want your products back. I think it's perfect timing. going into the holidays, going into this season, who can't have an incredible candle that they will fall in love with? The Eco Luxury Candle. This thing is amazing. I'm so happy that you are back on Grommet. And at a $50 price point for a candle, getting 20% off is a huge discount that I am so excited. It's candles that touch the soul. Thank you so much for being back on Grommet, being a part of Grommet Live here tonight. And I can tell you that as soon as I opened the package, the scent took over the room in a very good way. I am so excited. My wife smelled it and was like, oh my God, when are you done with the show so I can get this into my house? And so I always love it when that happens because my wife runs my house, right? Like without her, the whole place would fall apart. So anything that she loves, I love. Super big fan. And so Marcy, I'd love for you to come in. Where did you go? I'm pulling you back into the show. Tell us all about this candle, why we need to have this candle in our lives, and all of the good things that are happening for this amazing brand.
Yes. So this is a candle that I kept hearing about. This is one of those products where I was so excited and I thought, what is it about this candle that everybody loves so much? It was featured on the Today Show. It was in the swag bags for the Oscars, and it was a product that everybody knew. Like Greg, right when I opened it, oh my gosh, I opened it in my dining room and I felt like just the whole downstairs. There's just a scent that is definitely, you're smelling it, which I loved about it, but it's not overpowering. It's not that kind of a scent. It is a subtle scent. The one that I was sent is called Fertile Ground. Fertile Ground, did I say that right? Yes. And it is patchouli, African herbs, and woods. And I have to say, I'm someone that I always hear the word patchouli. It's, so common. And I've always wondered what it is. And I probably am embarrassing myself to say that because I'm sure everybody knows. But when I smelled this, I knew I had smelled something similar before, and that must be the patchouli that I really, really like. I wasn't sure just the sound of it, whether I would like it or not. And she's saying the Fertile Ground is inspired by a French perfume. I can totally see that. It's amazing. And I love that it's the 3 wicks and it is the coconut wicks. And I know, and I'm so glad there's a very specific reason, I think, for why you chose coconut wax. And so I would love for you to chime in, coming straight from you, about that. But I do know that, and this is not a huge candle, right? But this is 40 to 50 hour burn time. So, when you go to where maybe you're at Michael's or something like that, and you see those candles that are so dirt cheap and you think, oh my God, what a steal. And you get it home and you light it and it's gone in like 30 minutes. So that's the difference. That's one of the differences between a high-end, really well done candle and those cheap ones. If you're wondering why is one so much more than the other. So this, again, it's that perfect size, perfect for a powder room, on your nightstand, on the coffee table. It's kind of perfectly sized, beautifully done, very just, again, that simple, sophisticated look. Gifting wise, who wouldn't love? I mean, I love gifting candles. I used to think it was just so impersonal, but now it's like one of my favorite things to gift and to get. I love, because I don't buy myself candles enough. I don't know why. So when I get one as a gift, I'm all about it. Cheap candles are toxic. I would imagine that they are. Hi, Monica. What are the scent notes of the gifted and star candles? That's a great question. The star is Tahitian vanilla cardamom lime. Oh my gosh, that sounds insane. You might have to send me one of those, or I'll go on and buy one of those. And then the gifted is white tea, fig, and tobacco. So interesting. Really, really interesting. I'm sure those are both amazing. Greg, I'll be curious which one you got, and maybe you said it and I missed it. But I also love that these are made by hand. They're made here in America. It's so hard to come by things like that lately. And so that to me is extra special. Let's see here. Thank you, Monica. Oh, okay. So that's someone's replying about the luggage. So I'm gonna stay on this. And what else? Clean burning. Today's show. Doubles as a solid perfume when the coconut wax is rubbed into. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I just read that. So yeah, you can take the wax and rub it into your wrists and then it doubles as perfume. How amazing is that? And actually, yes, that was like, I just put just a touch on and I love it. It's really, really nice. What a cool little tip right there. I've never heard that done. And maybe that is what is so special about the coconut wax. In fact, I just did a coconut hair treatment the other day. But you've done an amazing job. Really, really nice. I love it. I haven't burned it yet. I've been smelling it just like this. So tonight I'm going to start burning it. I'm going to have it for a very long time, I think. And then I'm going to pick up the star one next because that sounds amazing. The Tahitian vanilla cardamom lime. So you can't go. And we toyed with the idea of having her on last night for the fall favorites because I mean, to me, this is when we start burning our candles as soon as fall hits. Candles all year round, but especially in the fall. So good timing for this. And when you think about all of those kind of holiday events coming up, I always like to bring a little something to thank the people that are hosting if I'm not hosting myself. And so this is just, you can't go wrong with a candle, especially because it's that kind of hostess gift that they can start using immediately and that can kind of become a conversation piece at the party because it does smell so amazing. Let's see, when it is warm, it's actually great for a massage as well. Oh my gosh, this candle is amazing. So we've got perfume, we've got massage oil, and we've got an insanely good long burning candle. So talk about a multitasker, not too shabby. What
Yeah.
scent did you get, Greg?
I have Gifted, is the one that I have. So, which I absolutely love. I have like 9 screens over here because I wanted to share just a couple other points. But the Gifted, really quick, is a white tea, fig, and tobacco. And I absolutely, like, same as you, haven't burned it yet. Wanted to have it like fresh for tonight's show, but just having it in the room, it like uplifts you. I love I think the tagline was like, it uplifts it touches the soul and the body. And I think that's where part of like the perfume side came in. But it is amazing. She said the Gifted is the bestseller for 15 years, which is crazy. So a couple things I wanted to touch on. You kind of mentioned it, but vegan, handmade in small batches in California, which is awesome. Women-owned business, which we love, right? Like we love supporting women-owned businesses, people who are going out there and trying to make the world better with the products that they create. And then the other really cool thing, right as we were getting ready to launch, she was like, should I do like a maker video? And I was like, yes. I was like, pull out your phone and just say hi to like Grommet people. And she did it. And it's like the coolest video ever. So when you hit that QR code and you go to the Grommet page, make sure you read her story. I love the former actress turned candle designer, right? Like the crazy lives that we all like live, right? Our early lives, and now we're candle makers who've been doing candles for 20 years, right? And so just absolutely love what you're doing and your story. And again, I know you don't do a ton of discounts, but thank you so much for being a part of Grommet this launch week. And I know that I say this to a lot of products, but I mean this with yours from the bottom of my heart. Like, this is just the start, right? Like, I can't wait to get into Q4 and making this a giftable item and just something that people are so excited about. And I'm just so glad that you're back on Grommet, like 15, 16, 17, 18 years later, which is wild. So thank you for being a part of it and for being part of Grommet Live tonight. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And Mom, winning products tonight. Like, hey, like what a great evening. So it's like a win-win.
I think she is the perfect example of, Greg, you and I always talk about how you differentiate a product by the human being behind it.
100%.
And this is one of those cases where, you can buy candles everywhere, right? But because of Ianthe and because of just her warm personality and the thought that goes behind this and all of that, it is just takes on a whole different meaning. And it makes you want to buy from Ianthe and not just buying
100%.
some mass market candle. So
Exactly.
well done.
And that's part of it, right? Like when you bring it as the gift, right? And you're just like, hey, I wanted to bring you this candle. And it's not just like, hey, I picked up this candle at, Target on my way over. It's like, no, I got this candle. She was a former actress and she's gotten this thing in the Today Show bags and this and that. And it's vegan made and it's small, but like that's part of the story, right? When you give the gift. And so I think she's done an amazing job of that. Obviously leveraging all of that also, right? Like making sure that people know that, right? Because it's easy to not say that at the same time. Yeah. And so great job.
I love that about Grommet is you guys kind of pull that out of people. They wouldn't have necessarily normally put that out there, but on every product that you launch, there's always a story. Yeah. And that's, forces them to do that. And when they do that, it pays
It's
off
magic.
in
It's
ways.
magic. Well, speaking of stories, my kids, they love this next product. And it's because of my bad parenting that I let them use their iPads way too much. And they use the iPads on the couch. They use the iPad. Hey, it's just like, it is what it is, right? It's 2024. This thing is the Flippy, and it is like she was she was listening to one of our Maker live streams earlier today, and I was describing it terribly, but in a great way. I was like, my kids love it. It's like a pillow thing for your iPad. And it's really, that's what it is, right? It's like a pillow for your iPad. So you can have it on your lap, have it under bed. My kids are like laying on the couch, and it's got so many different ways that you can have this. And it's got the lip here. It's got a lip on the other side for you to have your iPad, so that when your kids, have it on their lap, they have it in their bed. They're doing schoolwork. That's not what they're doing on it, but that's what I'm going to say because I'm a good parent. Whatever it is, what they're doing. I love this product. I think it's super cool. I think it's super unique. With more and more kids like homeschooling, doing education from home, watching YouTube videos, whatever it is they're doing. It's cozy. It's cute. It's not big and obtrusive. You have such a cool one with the leopard. Mine's perfect. It matches my house, but I just have a gray one. I think this is a really, really cool product. And I love that this is on Grommet. I think this is a Q4 banger of a product. It's a great gift. It's something that you should have. Like, I love what Flippy is doing. I'd love to hear your take as well. Like, when you got it, what did you think? I mean, I think my kids are like the appropriate age for this. But would love to hear what you thought about it as well.
So yes, I mean, I can see definitely kids, that makes a ton of sense. But I also think, I think it's not even just for the tablet, although that's a great use for it. But for me, reading a book, like even just sitting, I mean, even that picture you're seeing right there, although she's using a tablet, but sitting on the couch, and I've been putting my legs up a lot just because of the back stuff that I'm dealing with. And so this is so handy to be able to have that at that perfect angle to read a book, or so it doesn't, it could be a magazine, could be, going through a cookbook or whatever it is, or even having it on the countertop while you're cooking with the cookbook there. So it's a great little stand. If you're someone that, I love taking baths, and so having it can be on the side of the bathtub, whether it was a tablet or a book or a magazine or whatever it is. To me, great for travel too. On that what do you call it? The tray table. You can have it up there. It's so lightweight. It's feather light. I mean, literally with a pinky. I love that they have a strap. So it's really sort of an easy carry strap right there. And I also love this little opening. When it comes back, I'll show you guys, because you can store things inside of here, which I thought was so clever, because it would have been so easy for them not to have an opening. So it's got that drawstring right there, and you open it up. So you could put your headphones in here. You could put your cables, your charge cords, all of that. And it's, stays with it. So you're not going to lose all of that, or whatever it is you want to put inside. But that's kind of where my mind went to it with it. So it's one of those just simple designs, but very cute. And I love that it does flip, and you can use all the different sides of it. And I love just how lightweight you made it. It's really, really functional, fantastic product. And this was created by Juliet and her husband-wife team, Bruce and Juliet. And I was excited to learn, Juliet, if you are here, that you are sort of a serial entrepreneur, that you have been doing this for a very long time, 25 years, I think I saw, and that you support other female entrepreneurs. And you are basically singing my song. This is what I love, meeting people like you. And I'm sure you have come up with a bazillion amazing ideas like this, but this is a great time of year to be launching this. I think, again, when I love it for fall, like this is when we go inside and we want to start, reading and cuddling up. And so whether you're in bed or as Greg said, you could be at the desk and have your device up here while you're working, or, so many different ways to configure it and use it. And I think it's something that is really for everyone, all ages. And it's kind of that family item that you all share and fight over, because once you start using it, it's so comfortable and easy that everybody wants it. Let's see, my hubby uses it to work on vehicles and have the manual or YouTube video pulled up to help. Love that. That makes a ton of sense. Replying to Ianthe too long. Let's see. Supporting makers. Love it. Yes. I'll support you and buy one from the Grommet. I love hearing that. Don't forget to take it on. Oh, great point. Long road trips in the car. Fantastic.
100%.
Kids sitting in the back and have this on their lap, or mom sitting in the front and having it on her lap or on the dashboard. Amazing. So yes, I think it's great. And price point, I actually didn't write down the price point.
Yep, I got that here. So retail price $34.99. You're still going to get your 20% off of that. But what I wanted to show you when I pulled up this screen here, let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. That was the wrong blow up. The names of the colors are the cutest thing ever. I don't know if you saw this, Marcy, when we checked, but like you have the Def Leopard, right? Which is just amazing. There's the Gray Stir, which is what I have. I want to go to Miami is this beautiful teal color, but like it's just the names. Like I love having fun with this. It's in the pink, baby. Like it's just the coolest names of products. The Smoky, the Orchid. Like this is just so. I love when we can have fun with our products, right? Because look, running a product business, we all know it's like super hard. It's tough. There's like we have to bring some fun into our lives and into our business. And just a huge fan of what they are doing. Let me get that QR code back on the screen. So $28 with the Grommet discounts. Get out your phones, hit that QR code, support these incredible makers. I know they had to wait a little while to be at the end of the show today, but if you have kids, you're going on some road trips, you're getting ready for anything like that, a plane ride. This is, and look, I travel all the time, travel with my kids, going to the airport and just buying anything is ridiculously expensive. Get one of these, be prepared. $28. Like that is a steal. To have, car trips, anything like that. But I love it for home. Like, again, my kids are just literally laying on the ground because that's what boys do. Right. And they got their YouTube up and they're just doing their thing. And I'm a big fan.
Yeah. And when Candy chimed in about her husband using it to watch YouTube videos while he's doing, that made my mind spin about so many things, whether, we like to do our makeup tutorials and watch and learn how to do it. So to have that up there while you're doing your makeup or, so any kind of thing that you follow along with a video, it's just that perfect angle. So it just makes it all so easy.
Yeah.
So well done.
Love that. Great job, guys. And it is time. I know we've kept these guys waiting for a very long time. So I want to get them on. I want to talk about this incredible product, multiple products that we have now on the Grommet, but they're here because their product just won Product of the Week. I will tell you, you guys know, I currently don't have a dog. It looks like it's probably going to be a Christmas present, but I don't want the kids to hear anything about it. But I have 3 neighbors with dogs. They fought over this thing, over this. They could not wait to get their hands on it. They all have like aging dogs and they thought this was they were like, we've been dying to try a product like this. So fighting over it. We are talking about Tucker's Gold CBD oil, and we have some really fun guests. Let me bring them on. Marcy, I will let you do the honors of welcoming these guys on here today. I want to make sure I can get their screen big enough so we can see both of them, but welcome, guys. Marcy, do some formal introductions and let's get these Jeff and John on today.
Well, congratulations, Jeff and John, on your big Product of the Week win. I have to tell you, it was not a very close Product of the Week. You guys, it was so not fair. You have a little secret weapon that nobody else had.
There's a lot of love out there. There's a lot of love.
You guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Tucker is a dog. And he's not just any dog. He is a macro influencer dog. Not sure if you ever knew that existed.
Yes, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah.
I was on TikTok last night and saw Tucker has almost 12 million followers. That's crazy insane. But there's a reason, because you guys are killing it with social media. The videos, I can't stop watching them. They're hysterical.
Yeah, Tucker she's a great partner of ours that we've been working with her. I don't know, 5 years.
Yeah. Watching them grow has been amazing too, because you guys you definitely understand the idea of having social eyes on you, and for her to do it so organically. I'm a creative guy for a living. We create product, we create branding, we create our look and feel of the brand. But Courtney is, and what she's done for Tucker is she's nothing shy of genius. She's just so creative. And she was hoping to be on with us tonight, wasn't feeling as well, and we didn't want to push her to have to come on. And then, hey, we go, this gives us more time to talk. And less, more screen time for us, but we can do just as well as, to introduce the product and talk about why we partnered up with Tucker and how Tucker's Gold came about. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to hear about Tucker's Gold from you guys because I don't know if you saw when we featured it, but I have a dog, Coco, and I had never tried CBD oil with Coco before. I was a little nervous about it. And, I know there's sort of mixed emotions about, or mixed, little debate about CBD. And I even saw that you guys have had trouble social media wise because of the subject matter. And so I think it's really interesting, but I would love to just hear straight from you guys about why it's so fantastic. Because I mean, you guys have thousands upon thousands of 5-star reviews. People are loving it. So what is the magic?
Yeah. So I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah,
it's very nice of you. But we pride ourselves on, I think since inception, we have less than a 1% return rate. And again, we talk e-com to e-com people, and people understand. We also are in thousands of stores, or hundreds of thousands of households. I think over 120 countries around the world. But there was a stigma with CBD. I think people are starting to understand it. We do have 22 products. We don't like to consider ourselves just a CBD product, but we do really think we were the first company in the country formulating CBD for dogs. I think it was
specifically for dogs.
Specifically for dogs. I think it was about 2017 was our first showing of it at a huge pet show in Orlando. People didn't understand it, but really the interesting thing about CBD, if the people are watching don't understand it, a couple of the top categories in the pet industry are anti-inflammatories, calming and relaxation, digestive and neuroprotectant. Like those are things that if you go into a pet store and you're getting over-the-counter products, like that, most people that walk in, like that's what they're looking to get. And CBD does it like all in one shot. So it's got really strong anti-inflammatory agents. Yeah. It's got also the way we formulate our product is it's not just a CBD company. We had this conversation today with a publication who we were talking to, and they say, what makes you different? Well, our level of manufacturing is we're FDA certified facility. We're GMP compliant. Like we're a really top tier. And I know one of the things that Courtney talks to her millions of followers about is, hey, if you want to try CBD, you can try ours. Like all of our CBDs are so above grade, so top, kind of top shelf, so to speak. Yeah. And so Courtney has a lot of people that tell her, oh my God, I've been using it for me. Like I have back pain or had trouble sleeping. These things.
Marcy, use it on your back.
Or just try to ingest it or put it on your back because you can use CBD topically. Now, the interesting thing about working with Tucker is that Courtney's really holistic. She's homeopathic. She really understands what natural products can do. And by the way, how the pet industry is really turning natural, really turning green. We've seen the shift over the last few years, especially with things like Instagram and whistleblowers and, people that have now the platform. So when we started with Tucker, they were talking about our CBD products. And then we kind of really came to the conclusion that really let's make one for Tucker specifically. Tucker's breed being golden retriever, in that space, they say, hey, it's not if they're going to get cancer, it's when. I don't want to be a doom and gloom kind of situation. But if we can help mitigate some of that, like that's the whole idea to formulate these amazing products. And we formulate, we manufacture everything. Nothing we have is white label. So I think Courtney was so excited to have something that she really understood. The CBD oil, ashwagandha, turmeric.
Those were picked specifically through our conversations with Courtney, and look, let's build something that's specific for Tucker, knowing that if it's great for Tucker, it's going to be great for everyone, all the pets that are following.
And she was so passionate about it, so she was able to talk about it. So that's it's just been, and it's fun watching people respond to it, and it's fun watching all the reviews. And me and Courtney and John talk about this all the time. It never gets old when someone sends us a review that says, hey, I was going to put my dog down, but oh my God, what a difference. Or, my 15-year-old, Great Pyrenees is now running and playing, or my 12-year-old pit bull. Oh my God.
Jump on the couch.
Jump on the couch again.
In months,
So it sounds like a miracle product. And if people don't understand CBD, sometimes they go, it's snake oil. But the studies are off the charts. The university studies are off the charts. All the info is all there. Yeah. We just like to introduce ourselves and say, why our product? Why do we formulate at a top level? Why do we include the compounds and the other agents that we do in there? And
it's a simple answer, because I'm not going to give my dog anything that's going to have junk in it. So we do all this for our dogs. We do all this for our pets, and you guys get the benefits.
That's been the byproduct. I've been formulating products for my own dog since day one. And as a group, we go, hey, what can we do? You know, sometimes you have to say to yourself, it's not about profits. Like, it has to be about the product, and it has to be, in our case, the pet. Yeah. And then it has to be about the people, because this formula of real happy pet owners and really healthy pets and really good products, well, the profits come. But I think if your chase is the profit, I feel like it's not who we are.
It's not cheap stuff that puts a paw print on it and says, yeah, this is for dogs now. Everything is done for pets. We specifically build it for pets.
I'd love to go deeper on that, because you guys aren't just a supplement company. And I think that's what is also really unique. Like, we have another one of your products that we sell on Grommet, like the King Comb. Like, it's our top grooming tool on Grommet, right? Yeah. And that's where we started. That was the first product we launched with you guys. And so what I love about it is, like, you're not just a supplement company that's coming in. Like,
no, we're a pet company, and we're pet wellness inside and out. So whatever we can do to help our pets, that's what we're going to do. Whether it's going to be from grooming, shampoo, supplements, hot spot sprays with CBD, 5 different kinds of CBD oils, our Royal Coat spray that makes the dog shine and look beautiful. Like, you name it, man.
It's the Armor All of dog sprays. But yeah.
So what was give me the cliff note on, like, the origin story? Like, what was the first product? Were the two of you like entrepreneurs before this, or were you guys just like, hey, like, let's do some pet stuff? Like, give me the story.
So here, I'll give you the elevator, like the 20 floor elevator pitch, right? Maybe 30 floor. Yeah. No, it's a simple. I got my dog Mojo. You can barely see his legs up there behind us, but Mojo was one of my Great Danes, and he used to shed like crazy. And I never had a dog that shed like that. I had boxers who shed a little. And I was working on a tool for them. It's just like a micro edge blade and a handle. And it's a very old method of de-shedding. And so as you're kind of working the hair out, it grabs the shedding coat and you kind of pull it out and you discard it. And you do that every few days and you're going to reduce the shedding. But I went, wow, Mojo's so big. I need to cover more real estate. So we added 3 edges. I almost cut my arms off 3 or 4 times making the prototype, by the way. It's a feel good thing, because we did it like from home. You know, it was one of those businesses that started out in kind of necessity. And we got to hire my nephews, and my nieces were working for us. We had ex-military retirees working for us. It was like this really feel good thing, and you don't know where it's going. And all of a sudden it took off to where we couldn't control it. We couldn't keep up with products. So it's the only product we make manufacture out of our control, because it's not, you know, our wheelhouse is not a plastic mold injection, but this has a patent. It's great for like carpets and car mats.
Yeah, so the retractable blades.
It's retractable.
Right? Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. You slide it down, you take the hair off, you throw it in the garbage. If it's on the rug, it's on the carpet. Boom, boom, boom. Pick it up, and away we go.
Simplicity is sometimes the cause that, you know, is the best thing you can do, and you can make it simple and easy to use. And so we sold this thing. I mean, that's like a success story in itself. The thing is, guys, is that when they would buy the King Comb,
that's it. How many times do you need to buy a grooming tool?
That was it. They don't, you know, you don't see them again. And then, and like I was saying earlier when we were talking before, like I started learning how pet products there was no compliance, there was no regulation. You could have, I mean, I saw you guys talking about the candle and how the candle was like safe and non-toxic. And so you go, wow, you know, imagine people putting certain, I won't mention brands, but candles that they plug in, or certain ones from Target, and like they have no idea what they're doing to a pet's endocrine system, and how toxic these fumes are for dogs who have like a 5 to 1,000 times more sensitivity in their nasal cavity. And so I started reading about shampoos and how they're full of petroleums and all kind of things that are so counter effective for your dog's good health. And so
it dries out the skin. It creates
it's a chemical based. It's so, and the pH is different in dogs and humans, and
so the petroleum.
But we went, hey, let's do something if we're going to do it, and let's do something so organic And we linked up with a company in Vermont, and that's how we started our formula for this. It's VOF certified organic. It's like, this is like a cult group of organic. Like, you cannot get in this group unless you're so above board.
Yeah.
And then that was the template for all of our products, to say, hey, let's make things so natural that if your dog's ingest it, if they lick it, if you give it to your neighbor's dogs, you'll know that anything from King K9 is so safe.
Well, let's see. Can we get, yeah. I'm going to give you guys 2 testimonials. One is for the comb, because I wish I had it with me, but what's the side with the nut, the black and the
massage.
The massage.
The
Yeah.
dermal massage. Yes.
So massage. This is, by the way, this is great. Let's say you have a Greg, I mentioned, I don't want to say it too loud, your kids hear this, but maybe a gift coming for the holidays, as maybe in the form of a puppy. I don't know, but if you get a dog, let's say, that doesn't shed. A lot of people have dogs that don't shed because they have their allergies.
Hypoallergenic.
So this is even great for a dog who doesn't shed, but to help take some of the dander and the dirt, because it's a material that we formulated to be kind of sticky but rigid, so it works really well. But it's just, again, it's like one of those easy products that just works.
Yeah.
Well, I don't use it so much on Coco as I do on my carpet.
Yeah.
And
Oh, it's perfect.
oh my God, does it pick up everything? I'm looking at the carpet thinking it's clean, because we were getting ready to do the show last time. And so I thought, well, let me just see. And I could not believe the amount of hair that it pulled up that I didn't even know was there.
A term we've heard more over the last 10 years than probably anything. I love my dog.
I hate the fur.
I hate
the hair. I hate the fur. Love my dog. Hate the hair. Yeah.
So it's
we got that 1,000 times.
It's a home run product. You just gotta be creative and do it. I mean, and so we did it.
I have to go back to this real quick, and I know.
Oh, please do it. We love it.
Real quick, I wanted to say, because I did start using it with Coco, because she is older and she's got, has trouble getting up and all those things.
Yeah.
And when I first used it with her, I went by the dosing, which for her weight, it was 0.75.
Okay.
And I did feel like it made her a little, I don't want to say loopy, but I think it was too much for her for whatever reason. And I can say that now because I've been out in the desert with her, just the 2 of us, for a few days. And I brought this with me and gave it to her twice a day. And I did lower dosing. I did just below 0.5, right about 0.5.
Right.
And she has had the best few days that she has had in
that's great.
so long.
That's
Truly.
great.
And I don't know what element of it, but I was talking to people going, I don't know, she's so happy out here. And I'm thinking it's because it's the desert. But no, it can't be that, because it's 117 degrees out there.
Right, no smiling.
And Marcy, to your point, FDA deems CBD legal for pregnant women. You can't overdose in it. There's 0 psychoactive. There's a calming option, opportunities there where dogs can relax, things that are maybe not triggering them as much to get excited.
Right.
Yeah.
But just so anyone listening, a lot of people know at this point what CBD is. The thing what a lot of people don't know is what company should I use? Like, who's really focusing on all the lab testing, all the third-party testing, scrutinizing your facilities where you're manufactured, which is our facility in Georgia. But
we've seen the whole business, the industry, go from what is CBD to why should we use yours?
Yeah.
So the conversation has been changing a little bit, which is great for us because we only use the best products, the best ingredients in every single thing. So we'll love to have that conversation with everyone.
Yeah, we source from the right, but you can't overdo it. And we also tell people what you did: dose higher a little bit or dose lower. Find that sweet spot. Once you find a sweet spot, now you're going to save money because you don't have to give so much. You can find that right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am curious, and Courtney is in the chat, so I'm so glad Courtney's
good.
in there.
Oh, nice.
Incredible, which I think that element is really making a difference for her. But I am curious, are you still having any issues with social media? I mean, clearly Tucker is not, but is that
Tucker's
still...
bad because she creates the most incredible content I've ever seen.
But she's somehow absentee from it. We're, I think, grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Right. Like we still have issues.
Our social issues are advertising because you can't advertise on Google, you can't advertise on Facebook, you can't advertise here or there because of the CBD. So it's just another challenge for us to.
And there are newer companies that are getting away with it. They understand some of the nuances. We don't fake anything. We are who we are. and we won't say we have something that we don't. So
we don't sell it as hemp oil.
We're not
because that's misleading, and that's just not. We don't play that game.
And so, by the way, to have a partner like Courtney who has this platform is so huge for us because we have the product, the message, and Courtney has the interest and the opportunity, and so we've made great partners that way. And she again was so instrumental with us formulating. And if you saw Tucker's video, Tucker was very helpful with formulating the product. He got a little overzealous there creating the product, but that was so fun. So it's a great mix.
Yeah, I think that like the partnership marketing, influencers, obviously having Tucker on your side, and then finding platforms, not just ours at Grommet, but like other platforms that are welcoming and trying to find those new products that are really making a difference, are great for you. And hey, put more money in your pocket and not give it to Zuckerberg is always a good thing too. So
I'm with you. I'm with you with that. He probably just made a note probably just now.
They're all listening. So yeah.
But you know what, Greg? Like I don't know what your total followers are as of tonight and how many people. I know John said it's in the millions, but watching you guys grow and do this thing and giving people like us opportunity to really show product is probably the most thankful we are. Like when we can get on a podcast like this, and you guys are generally interested and really want to talk to us, and you give us this platform. You know, Courtney doesn't advertise every day. It's not something that she does. She does fun content. So when we can have, folks like you that we know are growing, and if you see how strong you guys are going to be in 5 years, it's going to be a totally different conversation with you guys.
And we just want to have the conversation. Yeah. We just want to talk about it. Like, it's being shunned here and there and all these different places that we can't be. So having a conversation, an honest conversation about it is really, it's vital for us because we know that once they use anything from King Canine, and might come across as a little arrogant, but I'm very secure and confident. If you try our stuff, you're going to stay with us because it works. Yeah. And it works. It works for your pets. It works for my pets. Works for his. It works for that beautiful Great Dane that's laying on the floor over here.
But our supplements, Greg, I mean, things that you guys want to start really looking at. Again, I heard you say your neighbors. We love to send stuff and try it. Give us feedback. By the way, we work with rescues all over the world. That's one of the ways we also started. We work with rescue groups where we just said, let's just donate so much stuff. These people don't have any money. These dogs don't have a voice. The people who are trying their best, when you have a boat with 16 holes in it and you only have 10 fingers, that's how these rescues are. They're trying with all their might to save the boat. And so we said, look, we can donate some money. We started our own 501c3 and we started donating money for paralyzed and handicapped dogs, dogs that have mobility issues.
But product, really, product.
Let's give it to them. So my point, sorry, I go on this tangent, but my point was, guys, is that when you give so much away and you get this feedback, you really get feedback. No one's trying to impress us or say, oh, yeah, it's great. We really get the feedback. So getting that feedback from rescues all over the country and the world and South America has been so great for us because you see real-time relativity, how it's really helping a dog in need.
Yeah, love that. Well, I selfishly, I want to get the shampoo up. Let's get some of the other products up. Like let's blow it out of the water. Let's make it a King Canine Q4 here at Grommet. So
it's been
just don't forget us. Look, me and John have seen growth from a lot of companies we work with over the years. We've been doing this for a long time. We've taken thousands of meetings. Yeah. Probably 999 of them are awful, but you got to take those meetings, right?
You got to do it.
But we've seen companies grow, and I can see where you guys are going. Just don't forget us in a couple of years when you guys are Groupon Plus.
Right back at you. I love it. Marcy, any parting words before we get out of here and let some of us East Coasters go to bed?
I just was looking at Courtney's chat. She was chiming in about, I think it was her father-in-law who has cancer and using the CBD for that. So I'm going to try it topically tonight.
Definitely use it. The Tucker's Gold is great for humans. Everything we make is human grade, so we eat our treats.
Our treats are so good.
They're delicious.
But I see Courtney saying she uses it for herself, and she does. I mean, we don't. Yeah. This is not a story for us. We'd invite anyone, come hang out with us, see how we formulate our products, see our daily, interactions here. It's what we do.
Yeah, we're a good time anyway.
This was super fun. I'm so happy we got to have you guys on.
Thank you.
And I love that. Jeff, John, thank you guys so much for being a part of Grommet. I'm going to follow up because I definitely want some more products from you guys in Q4 and get you in front of more shoppers. And congrats again. Product of the week.
Go Miami.
I'm a UCF guy, but Miami, I'll take Miami,
Well, my son with you, but I can't talk about
Hey, anything's better than the Gators. That's all I gotta say. So.
Awesome.
All right, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate
Pleasure,
it.
pleasure.
We hope everyone loves the product.
Congratulations again on your win.
Yes,
Wow,
thank you. It's
Thanks,
going on
guys.
my
Have a good
fridge.
night.
Yes.
All right, man, that was I love this. This was all Marcy's idea to start bringing these makers on, our product of the week winners, and this is I think second or third week we've done it, and it changes the show. I know we're going long. We're like 90 minutes when we used to go 60 minutes.
But it's interesting. Well, I would love to know, those who are on with us right now, do you like having the makers on? Is that something that you would like us to continue doing? Because we're testing that out, and Greg and I love it because we just like to geek out on all this stuff, but we want to make sure you guys love it. So let us know in the chat if you think it's a good idea to continue that. And so what we're doing now is having the product of the week winners on every Wednesday night. So let us know on that for sure.
Yeah, love that. Let's wrap up. I wouldn't be remiss. I know we've been on forever tonight, but we do have to give away one more product because it's the end of the show. And it's going to be my product that I am selecting. And man, it is so. I think we gave away a Tucker last time that we had them on. So I'm going to skip them tonight. I am actually going to go. I love when makers see what we are up to and how we're really trying to genuinely help. I mean, I'm wearing the hat, right? Like I'm supporting the maker. Like this is where I live. And so for Ant to come back after 15 years or so and to launch on Grommet, I want to get one of these eco luxury candles into somebody's hands today. So that is the product that I want to give away. If you don't win it, go buy one. It's $40, get $10 off with that 20% off discount. But I want somebody to go home with one of these today because I'm a champion for you guys, for the makers of the world. You're the people that like we fight for. I'm one of you, right? Like I've created so many of my own products. Marcy is one of you. She creates and launches her own products. We know what you go through. And so, I'm a champion for you guys, and I want to get your products into more people's hands. So let's do that. Marcy, Jen, who is behind the scenes, I think you guys have the winner. Hopefully it's not Mom. She can't win the candle. I'm sure she's got candles. But who's going home with the candle tonight?
Danny Latin is going home with the candle tonight. And again,
congrats, Danny.
Danny, are you in the chat? But you get to choose one of the amazing 3 cents. And again, I've got the Fertile Ground. You've got the, what's it called? Gifted bestseller.
Gifted, the bestseller, 14-year bestseller. So yeah.
That's amazing. And then Stars, one that I want to try next. So anyway, Jen will get in touch with you, Danny. Congratulations. And we will get that out to you right away. And thank you everyone for hanging with us. I know so many people are still on, which is awesome. And tonight's show, as Greg said, we did go a half hour over, but it was so worth it because that was
a good one. I like it. Sorry I was late, but fashionably late, I guess. So I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next Wednesday, we will see you right here. No special shows next week, or do you have a special show next week?
I think we do have a special show. In fact, I'm actually quite excited about this show. It's tentatively called, we haven't 100% named it yet, but it's Fab Over 50. These are amazing solutions to help you live easier, better over 50. So it could be 150 or it could be 51, but they are very cool products. And I think we have so many that I think we're doing a 2-part series, which I'm excited about, because when Jen says, which product do you want to have on, my list was this. I mean, Grommet, you guys have so many good ones for this, so many. So it's going to be a doozy.
Well, check that out. You'll find it on all of Grommet's socials, Marcy's socials, and then we'll see you back here, same time, same place, same channel, Wednesday night for Grommet Live, supporting all these launch brands. Thank you guys so much for hanging.